What's up everybody, my name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing some Selesnya Angels. But if we can plus all of our units up, and then, oh, Wilhelm has had enough. They do not want any of the Selesnya Angels. I think 7 is the right number. Yeah. Hey, look at that, I can count. I should probably, again, go ahead and name the deck. For some reason, I'll play a deck and I'll be like, yep, this is the one I want to use for today, but then I'll never name it. So, nonetheless, Selesnya Angels. Now, we are rounding out the Ravnica Allegiance whole little, set sort of bonanza. Obviously, it's still going to be around in standard, so the cards are still going to be being used, but the newness has sort of wore off. So all of the decks where people were like, yeah, this is super cool and awesome, they've sort of all been done. So today I figured I would just play a deck that I wanted to play and not really worry about, whether it has something new in it or whether I haven't played it or not. Just something for me personally. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and it is going to be Selesnya Angels, one of my favorite deck archetypes, if that makes sense. One where you're playing a whole lot of units, but then those units can also turn to be very strong, either by the units themselves getting buffed or by having a Divine Visitation. So instead of creating weak units, you create strong units. All that kind of play style I really enjoy, so figured, yeah, let's play a deck that I want to play today. So kicking us off, we are going to have 2 copies of Ajani's Welcome, 2 copies of Legion's Landing, 2 copies of Sheltering Light, and really it's just because nobody ever expects this card, right? Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn, and scry 1. So obviously it doesn't work against bounce effects and exile effects, but any destroy effect, anything that's going to minus your creature's life, does work against that. So Sheltering Light, it's really in the deck because nobody ever expects it. The scry 1 is pretty awesome. Moving us down, we have 3 copies of Llanowar Elves to help us get out some of our bigger things. And I put the Gruul Harpooners in here, and I went back and I was like, you know what, I probably should swap those Gruul Harpooners out with some Incubation Druids to actually help us ramp a little bit more. I thought that my opponent's flyers would be too detrimental compared to my angels, because obviously you don't want to trade your angels away until you get some effectiveness out of them. So I figured my opponent's flyers would be too much on my angels too early, but it turns out it wasn't. So we can cut the Gruul Harpooners and put in 2 Incubation Druids to help us ramp a little bit more. We have 2 copies of Saproling Migration, either to get us up. 1 minute. Alrighty, sorry about that. My neighbors are mowing their grass today, so I had to go shut the windows so y'all wouldn't just hear a loud ass lawnmower throughout it. Nonetheless, we have 2 copies of Saproling Migration. Excellent token generator, works in the way of Divine Visitation as well, so yeah, just pretty solid. Then we do have 2 copies of Emmara, Soul of the Accord, because we're going to be tapping her out every time we attack, or every time we go to cast out Conclave Tribunal, or every time we go to cast out March of the Multitude. So she is fairly good in the deck, and like I said, every time you attack with her, you also get that 1/1, so if you find a way to buff her up, say, I don't know, using Shalai or Huatli, then you're going to be getting that 1/1 generated as well. So sorry, that was a weird cough. I was trying to make it less loud. Nonetheless, moving on to Resplendent Angel, a 3/3 flying. Pretty cool effect. If you gain 5 life, you create 4/4. Most of us know these cards, so I'm not going to be going over them too much. We have Knot of Autumn for some removal or life gain or whatever we may need, as she is very close to proccing Resplendent Angel all on her own. Excuse me. Then we have 4 copies of Conclave Tribunal for some removal, 1 copy of Settle for some mass removal or some removal against things like Carnage Tyrant, the hex-proof creatures that are a little bit more annoying. And we have 2 copies of Shalai to give all of us, all of my creatures and myself included, hex-proof, as well as having a nifty little ability for 6 mana we can pay and put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, which getting to 6 mana with this deck is really easy. So moving us down to our last 4-drop, we have Huatli, Radiant Champion. Just because I wanted to play her. Let's be real, Huatli is not the world's finest planeswalker, nor does she fit into every deck, or even most decks. But if you get her down and you get the emblem down, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. It is very, very strong, especially in a Selesnya style deck. So then we do have 2 copies of Divine Visitation to turn those tokens that we're going to be creating with Legion's Landing and with the Saproling Migration, turn them into angels, right? So instead of getting little saprolings and little vampires, we're going to be getting some big ass angels. And then we have Lyra to sort of top off all of those angels. All other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. So that alone almost makes Resplendent strong enough to proc herself with her own ability. So that's pretty nice. And then we have 2 copies of Tristani Discordant to give all our other creatures +1/+1, as well as creating 2 1/1 white soldier lifelink tokens whenever she or they, I don't know if it's multiple people, whenever they enter the battlefield. And then of course we have March of the Multitudes rounding out the deck, because I absolutely love this card, and it's a great generator, right? March of the Multitudes, fucking fantastic. So yeah, that's gonna do it for our deck tech or deck breakdown, and we're gonna hop right into our games. Alrighty, here we are up against Card Combo, playing, what is that, Temur? Is that the Temur? Oh, I don't know, they're not using their, oh, we're not either. They're not using their card sleeves. They're about like us. They bought them and they just forget to use them on every single deck because they're lame. Oh, they're going Gruul, so they're not even, I'm fairly sure that's the Temur avatar, right? I'm not mistaken. Okay, so do we go for ramp and try and get down an early Shalai, or do we go for Emmara and go for widespreadness? I think we go for the early Shalai. Alright, so Gruul so far, Zertar Goblin, they can give them haste very easily. Nope, gonna bring them down as a 3/3, okay. Alright, well let's go ahead and get Shalai out. I'm sorry, I should really stop bouncing my leg in the middle of these commentaries. I do it because I'm like anxiously waiting my opponent's plays, if that makes sense. Fight with fire. Gonna take out our Shalai, they'll get in 3 with the Zertar, not 2. Unfortunate. We did see that sort of coming, so we can play the Emmara and the Knight of Autumn. Do I want to save the Knight of Autumn? I don't think so. The only thing we're going to be destroying with it is Rhythm of Wild, and we can always just conclave the rhythm. So yeah, let's go ahead and get down a Knight of Autumn, and we will make her large enough to deal with the Zertar. Then on our next turn, if we want, we can actually, ooh yeah, what I might do is just pass it back to their turn, and then I can double block into the Gruul Spellbreaker. Do I trade out here? I think so. I think I do. A Settle is very nice. So yeah, actually I think we just kick it to their turn. We could just Conclave as well, right? Conclave the Gruul Spellbreaker, attack in with Emmara. Gives us 1 extra unit. We can march for 3. That's not very good. I'd like to get the Incubation Druid adapted before we use march. That's ideal, at least. I think we do just kick it to their turn, just in case we want to adapt the Incubation or use Settle. Oh, yeah, we can't use Settle. Okay, so we'll adapt the Incubation here. They probably expect that, right? And they're still gonna attack in. I don't know how I feel about that. I think we just take the damage, actually. Oh, they didn't have an instant. Wow. I really expected them to have a Colossus. Just a fight with fire. Maybe I'm overestimating my opponent's abilities. Maybe I am quite heavily. Okay, so I think we do get down an unkicked Saproling Migration here, and we can just go ahead and conclave the Spellbreaker, and then we'll swing in with Emmara and put down another unit, and then on our next turn we'll at least be able to march for a lot, right? So that should be good. We have what, 8, so minus 3, that's 5. Plus the 1 from Emmara, so that's 6 units come down next turn. That's not bad. That's not a bad march at all. Hungering Hydra. You know, I think we just saved the Settle for the Hungering Hydra. In which case, we can't play anything, so that's okay. Zerta. Puts them down with a counter. Okay, they're not going to be doing anything. I think we can go ahead and march here then. What did I say for 5? We tap everybody. Yeah, so we get the 1 from Emmara and then the 5 from March. I still kind of want to keep up Settle mana, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm fine with leaving the board state as is. Oh, card combo, just gonna surrender. They didn't like where it was going. Alrighty, so game 1, well, we saw an angel for like all of 1 turn, but we still managed to pick up the victory just by having massive amounts of units. So yeah, gonna go ahead and hop into a game 2 with our Selesnya Angels deck. Wilhelm is gonna be our next opponent. Wilhelm. This seems like a fairly good start, like a very aggro, rushy kind of start. I can dig that. I think we go Llanowar first. Like, go ahead and pay the 2, get Temple Garden down, get the Llanowar down. Turn 2, we can get Emmara and the Legion's Landing. So pay the 2, get the Llanowar. Turn 2 though, already having 3 units on the board, not bad. Ooh, we're up against Temur with a Wild Growth Walker. Okay, so Alright, I messed up there. I meant to tap the Llanowar and the Plains for the Emmara and then have the Legion's Light come down with the Temple Garden. Whoops. Alright, so that was a mistake. This turn, however, we can get the Resplendent plus the Legion's Light, or Legion's Landing, or we can keep up mana for Sheltering Light. I know we can't get down Legion's Landing and we don't have the mana for Sheltering Light. Ooh, that restriction on the white is kind of rough right now. Do we go ahead or do we just proc the Legion's Landing? Well, let's get Resplendent down. And we can swing in with Emmara because their Wild Growth Walker can't block her. I mean, they can, but can't kill her, so we might as well get the extra unit out as well. So our board state's not bad. They're running Temur and they have the Explorer package. This could be rough on us, especially with the Rhythm of the Wild. This could be very rough on us. What's in blue that they want though? Yeah, I still haven't seen anything blue played. Gonna swing in with a 3-2. Honestly, well, we can block them with the 1 unit, right? Nah, let's take it. In case we draw into a march or something like that, or our 3rd Llanowar, that's always fun too. Alright, so let's go Legion's Landing, and a Llanowar, and we're still needing 1 more white land so we can pump the Resplendent, but I guess that's okay. Sheltering Light is probably going to be used to defend out, so what do we throw at them to attack here? I guess nothing, right? Or just pass to their turn. And we can probably get a nifty little block in here. Maybe on the Wild Growth Walker, maybe not if they play another Explorer creature. Demanding Dragon. No, that's not an Explorer creature. Does it have No, why would you not give it haste? Alright, so we will sacrifice... I'm thinking of Llanowar, but maybe we'll just sacrifice the vampire token. Alrighty, let's see what you do. They swing in with the Wild Growth Walker. I think we actually do have them. They're not going to. Okay, so past the blockers, let's block one with Resplendent and chum block the other, I think. Or we could even just double up. We do still have 6 mana, which is enough to cast out most everything we want. I think that's fine. And then we'll use Sheltering Light on our Resplendent. Legion's Landing. Not really what we want. March. March is pretty good. +2/+2. So our Resplendent isn't gonna quite be big enough. That's kind of annoying. I was gonna say we can swing in with 3 units and then we can activate our Resplendent. But she's still not gonna be big enough to actually deal with the Demanding Dragon, so it's kinda not worth, right? Although that Demanding Dragon's gonna be causing me hell all game. I think we just leave the board state as is. Don't worry about the Legion's Landing. Alright, yeah. Oh, I did that all wrong. I was supposed to attack with the... Whoops. I was supposed to attack with my Llanowar as well. Well, this is awkward to say the least. Whoops. Whoops. That's not how that was supposed to go. That's okay. Ooh, a Rioted Carnage Tyrant. You know, I like their deck so far. I just still don't see any reason for the blue mana, which is what's like confusing me. Right? So make 3 more units. It's not enough to kill them. Let's just go ahead and make 4. We don't have enough to actually kill the Wild Growth Walker with just tokens, so yeah, I think we block out 1. The Carnage Tyrant is going to be dealing trample damage, and that's it's very difficult to be dealing with, so this turn we'll transform the Adantos. I'm not understanding. Oh, okay, their Wild Growth Walker's tapped. I was about to say, why didn't they block all 3? Right. Okay, so this turn they can't attack in with their Wild Growth Walker because I can just use my Resplendent to block it. Another copy of Rhythm of the Wild. And hopefully no way to follow it up. Okay. I think we may just take the damage here. If we can get up enough ground units to actually kill the Carnage Tyrant, then it'll deter them from, or deter them from wanting to attack in with him. I'm so sorry, I've had this like frog in my throat all morning. Merfolk? That's why you play blue? For a goddamn merfolk? That don't make any sense. Eight, 7. That's a mighty big creature. Huh. I think we still just take the damage to the face. Hey, there's a march. There is a march. Alright, well, let's pass it back to him. I'm not too concerned about being on 4 life, as much as one may think. Biochinic Ooze. Oh my goodness. This match may be over. Another Wild Growth Walker. Do you have Path of Discovery somewhere in there? Seems like you should. They're not going to attack with anything. Wow. Okay. So then let's go ahead and do this. So we have what? 1, 2, 3. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Alright, so that's a big old march. That's enough to deal with the Carnage Tyrant. Ooh, and we just got a Conclave. Nice. So y'all know what's happening now. Now is the comeback. The comeback of a lifetime. So give me that Demanding Dragon. They have no way to reach my Resplendent Angel. So let's buff her. And let's swing in. There we go. Now we found our out. So we can start creating. Okay, well, I mean, a Rekindling Phoenix is annoying, especially since they just made it a 6/5. Oh man, this is gonna be so difficult. So now we have to get rid of the Rekindling Phoenix as well, right? Swinging in with the Carney T. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can give up 7 units here. What is that? 6? He'll get an extra unit if I do it this way, but we'll gain extra life. What's more important right now, units or life? Well, I still have 4 units over there. So let's gain some life. Let's gain all the life. So again, he's going to get an extra unit here, but we'll get some extra life because we used all of our tokens to defend. So we'll proc an extra angel. Sweet. And here's Big Boy Shalai coming in just in time. So with Shalai, the awesome thing that we can do is actually pump her for 6 and give all of our creatures +1/+1 counters, which I think that trumps our opponent. I think we can win with that. We're back up to 19 health, so our health is fine. If we plus our units, granted they're going to be making oozes, and all the oozes are going to be getting counters as well. But if we can plus all of our units up, and then Wilhelm has had enough. They do not want any of this Selesnya Angels. They said, "Fuck it, I'm dipping." But yeah, nonetheless, we would have pumped the Shalai there to get our Resplendent big enough to swing past the Phoenix, and then we would have just taken it to their face in the air game. So Selesnya Angels doing work in game 1 and 2, and we'll hop on to a game 3. Alrighty, Kato 86 is going to be our last foe in our Selesnya Angels deck. Ooh. Okay, so last game we had a very early hand. This game we have a very late hand. Well, let's try to get there if we can. And a Shalai. Sure, why not? Why not? We have enough to get us to Resplendent, so I guess that's a start. Open the gates. Don't tell me you're playing a gates deck. No, come on. There's a Knot of Autumn as well. That could be excellent for taking out a guild summit. So we'll probably keep her tucked away in case we see one, which we should considering they're playing blue mana. These gate decks, I don't understand. Like, go play ranked. Go play against decks that are fun to beat, not just some like random decks that you know nobody's playing. Oh, you're playing Guy's Blessing too. What kind of madness is going on here? Okay, so we got another copy of Resplendent, so I feel perfectly fine throwing down 1 copy. I love the fact that even the angels that aren't legendaries still have like what's the word I'm looking for? The animations. Okay, so there's the Guild Summit. They are going to get at least one card draw out of it. Filthy bastards. But we will throw down a Knot of Autumn to take out said Guild Summit. So bye-bye. And we'll have to hope they don't have a Gates Ablaze, otherwise all of our units die, which is pretty much the case throughout the entirety of this match. So, gonna have to try and win it fast, maybe? Fast and hope they don't get a Gates Ablaze, or I reserve all my strong units for after the Gates Ablaze. And hope they don't have a second one, right? Not quite sure. Let's see. Still have... Nope, Gateway Sneak. Okay. I was gonna say, they still have the ability to hit a Gates Ablaze. So... What to do? I mean, we could get down a Divine Visitation. That protects us if they do Gates Ablaze, but then they'll probably just wait a turn. If we throw down Lyra, we're so close to gaining an Angel with Resplendent, but if the Gates Blaze, like, Lyra's dead, and we're kind of in a hole. I can Tristani Discordant, but again, just doesn't seem strong enough, so I think I do kind of like Divine Visitation, so if they do Gates Ablaze us, we can always throw down Tristani Discordant, so... Yeah, let's play it safe. Throw in their Resplendent Angel. We do still already have them down to 14, so it's nothing to sneeze at, but we gotta play safe. Can't just rush out and hope they don't have a Gates Ablaze. After all, with all that red mana I see, maybe they're drawn for a Gates Ablaze. Ooh, I didn't even think about it. Maybe that's why they're going so ham on trying to draw. They want to hit a Gates Ablaze. So did they hit it is the question. Did they hit it? Fingers crossed. No, Gate Colossus. Okay. That's fine. We can deal with the Gate Colossus. I think. And a District God. Okay, so how do we deal with the Gate Colossus? Do we just ignore them and try to go ham as fuck on our fly? Oh, we have a march. We have a march. Okay, so... yeah, do we just try and go ham as fuck on our flyers? I think Lyra is the bomb to drop after we have some down. I think we just go Tristani Discordant here. It allows our Knot of Autumn to block out the Gate Colossus. It gives us 2 Angels. Plus it makes our Resplendent a little bit stronger, so... and if they wipe the board, it's not like we don't have anything to do come next turn. We'll still have a march to replenish our Angels, so... yeah, I think it's okay. No. Know your place, Knot of Autumn. And it is not on the forefront of this war. You're more of a sit back and hope you don't get spiked to death. Alright, so no Gates Ablaze, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If not, we have them next turn, right? We have enough damage on board that we win if no Gates Ablaze this turn. Okay, so they're going to be swinging in with the Gateway Sneak for sure. Probably swinging with the Gate Colossus for sure. They're hoping for a Gates Ablaze pretty much. And we're hoping they don't get it. That's the thing with these Gate sticks, is like, if you go up against them pretty much all game, you're just like, alright, if they don't get a Gates Ablaze, I'll win. If I can get something, you know, around there. Oh, Archway Angel. That works as well, right? That's their ulterior to Gates Ablaze. Just heal all their health back up. So, that's only going to march for 1, but it does give us an additional Angel. We throw down Lyra. Could just be over there. Again, do we really want to march for 1, though? Probably not. Let's be smart about this. We probably don't want to make that decision. Alright, so let's Lyra. Get down. Big girl Lyra. We'll swing in with all of our Angels. Gain, if nothing else, a hell of a lot of health. Yeah, so we're still going to be dealing 11, which means, again, we're pretty much just hoping they don't hit a Gates Ablaze once again. If they do, I think, well, think we're just kind of fucked for the current turn. But then we can march on our next turn, and hopefully they won't have two. Although we've been lucky to have not seen one thus far, right? If they hit a Gates Ablaze, it's not over, right? Because even with them attacking in with 8, we still have 35 health, so it's not like we're going anywhere soon. But if they don't hit it, they probably just surrender, right? Like even an Archway Angel doesn't save them here. So do we win out on all 3? Growth Spiral. They are digging deep, motherfuckers. The thing that surprises me is how little guild summits and how little Gates Ablaze I've seen. My turn. Do they have a settle? They have a fucking settle. Alright, well I guess there's really only one way to test this. Don't have the settle. You bastard. Okay, so then... Well, we still can't use March. I still want to save it. Because if they do Gates Ablaze me, if they finally hit it, you know... well, we got a lot of... Select up to 3, so... Sure, let's get out some more white mana. We need it for the Resplendents, for the marches. I knew they would have an answer right when we didn't want them to the most. Alright, Kato, you're going down now. Gates Ablaze, I don't care. I got enough mana. I'll throw up 3 more angels and we'll call it a day. Oh no, actually 3 angels would still be 1 short if they Gates Ablaze me. Because my angels only deal 4 damage, right? So if they Gates Ablaze me, I'll only deal 12 damage on the next turn. It's kind of frustrating, right? Kind of frustrating as hell. I don't care, hit me with your Gate Colossus. I'm gonna let the damage ride. Alright, so this is probably where they either scoop or leave it. If they don't have a Gates Ablaze, we just march on the end of their turn and then, you know, as they say, win the game. Hopefully they don't have another goddamn, what was that card? Settle. One blue, red. That could be the gates. Oh, psh. Gateway sneak, I guess. Although they were very, very careful about how they tap that mana out, so they probably have another settle, right? How much can we cast this for? So 3, 3, plus 4. That's 7. I think 7 is the right number. Yeah. Hey, look at that, I can count. Alright, another Resplendent. So next to combat, next to attackers, 1, 2, 3, and 3 attackers. No, they don't have a settle. Excellent. So Kato 86 gets taken down very anticlimactically because I didn't build it up. I honestly, you know, thought they had a settle. Whatever. So that's going to do it for our games today. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below. If you have any suggestions on how I could improve this deck, be sure to leave a comment. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We're so close to 1,000. We're at 800 something now, 804 or something. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. And as always, I'll either see y'all tonight or tomorrow. Peace.